Subject, can you please stop touching me? Dear Stephen Shirley, I met a man and fell in love. I'm 45 and he's 55. I didn't like him at first, but he wore me down and stole my heart. I have to weigh the pros with the cons all the time because he is very annoying. He's been very handsy from the beginning of our relationship. We went on a blind date and I was very nervous because he's older. He reached across the table and grabbed my wrist and told me that he could feel my heart racing by the pulse in my wrist. I wanted to snatch my hand from his because he was being too familiar. He walked me to my car and he had his hand in the small of my back. He leaned over in my car and rubbed the side of my face and said, I have pretty skin. On down the line, I let him know politely that he doesn't need to touch me while we are having a conversation. He said he's very affectionate and asked if it was a problem. I lied and said that it wasn't. He's gotten worse since we started having sex. He can't sleep without snuggling up on me. If I squirm away, he'll reach across and place his hand on my hip. He wakes me up by gently holding my face in his hands and kissing me softly. He even holds my hand while we're having coffee or tea in the morning. He holds my hand while he drives. I either have to cuddle with him while watching movies or I have to put my legs across him or vice versa. He massages my neck and my scalp. I am so tired of his hands being on me. We hold hands in public and even at church. Some women love this, but I do not. Have I let it go for too long to complain? How do I stop him? You're not going to change him. You're not going to change him. This is what he's doing, and this is him, okay? This is who he is. It sounds like a case of you love him, but you don't like him very much. You said he was annoying, and you are quite different from a lot of women because most women want just what you're getting from a man you say you're in love with who loves you too and doesn't mind showing you. Don't you know that this is what people do when they're in love? They touch, okay? They cuddle. They do things like this. Why would you tell him that all the touching wasn't a problem when he asked you? He asked you outright. You admitted that you lied to him. You should have told him the truth right then and there. You're not a touchy-feely type of person, so please stop. Now you're stuck in this relationship with what? This good man who sounds like a perfect gentleman, a man who loves you, he's romantic, he wants to be with you. It could be a lot worse. I mean, you cannot change him. That's who he is, and this is a man in your life. You really have nothing to complain about, but you have found something. Listen, if you don't like it, you got to tell him, you got to let him go. There are so many women who would love to have him and all the touching and cuddling he can give. Steve?
Can you please stop touching me? Get your damn hands off of me. You make me sick.
Yeah, she don't like it.
You're too much. I understand the letter. You know, normally I go, what you tripping for? But no, you're too much. You met a man, but I'm going to point out this letter. Met a man in love. I'm 45, he's 55. I didn't like him at first. Right there. Stop. I didn't like him at first. How many times should you have followed your first mind? I ain't like him at first, but he wore me down. Just a lesson to the fellas. Keep applying pressure. They will break eventually. See, there's a lesson in this letter for everybody. Follow your first mind, ladies. Wear them down, fellas. They'll eventually break. And he stole your heart. I have to weigh the pros and cons all the time because here's another one. He